There's a good chance in your lifetime you've never seen Georgia State play Kennesaw State here in the hardwood. But that changes for the first time since 1989. It's the Panthers and the Owls here from Kennesaw. It's been a lively pregame atmosphere inside the KSU Convocation Center. Nolan Alexander with Jordan Griffin. And Jordan, what makes fans so excited about this matchup today is Georgia State has been the best program in the state of Georgia over the past decade. Meanwhile, Kennesaw State was the only team from the Peach State to make it to the big dance last year.
Well, that sounds like a perfect collision course for this season.
Thanks for joining us this Saturday afternoon. We've got both sides of the football covered with you today. Caleb O'Neal, the former wide receiver. Barkley Miller, the former defensive lineman.
Happy Saturday afternoon. Nolan Alexander here, the whiteboard wizard himself, Brandon Johnson.
Kennesaw State will look to find its footing offensively with a new quarterback. Brian Bohannon made the announcement earlier this week that Jonathan Murphy would take over as the starting QB, replacing the consensus All-American Xavier Shepard.
Out to King, a three. Off the heel, loose ball, Banks to Pember, 1 second, Pember's blocked from behind! Jamel King hustles to send the ball game into overtime! Gabe Binyard brings it out for Kennesaw State. Binyard to the 20. There's a hole for Binyard. He's alive at the 30. Binyard past the kicker. Binyard at the 40. The 30. Binyard drugged down from behind inside the 20-yard line. Barkley, you've called him an electric factory, and Gabe Binyard gives Kennesaw State a massive return when the Owls need it.
Jennings tipped away, 3 seconds. Youngblood has to throw it up. Knocks it down!
Dragons averaging 147 pass yards per game. Blitz coming on third down. Quick pass behind the receiver. It is bobbled and picked off. Markeith Montgomery, the 12th pick of his career, and he houses it for Kennesaw State. Interception number 12, pick six number 2. All-time records for Montgomery on senior day.
Spratling takes the 0-1 and drives it out to center field, and back-to-back jacks for the Owls. Just the third start of the season for number 3, and he's made it a 4-run inning for KSU.
Youngblood beats the buzzer. Oh my goodness. This man is feeling it. Chris Youngblood gives the Owls 70 points and has his 5th three-pointer. Warfield stripped away by Stroud. He's on the run. Regains the rock. Turns and is in double figures.
Spencer Hansen chops it, stopped by Ledford, picked up by Sherrill. Harris covering.
5-0 run for Kennesaw State. Into the hands of Van Zandt, smacked away by Youngblood. Stroud ignites the Convocation Center.
But he needs some tape. They had him for a tryout. Ran a 4.440. This is intercepted. DeAndre Morris. Nothing but green grass in front of DeAndre Morris. His first career pick 6.
Owl offense moving here, trying to take the lead. Murphy, play fake. Binyard is wide open. Catches it at the 12. Binyard eyes the pylon and he scoots in. Touchdown, Kennesaw State.
I have to quote the great Deion Sanders with this one, Nolan. When you see the empty hand, start the band.
They want to find consistency. What's the best way to go about it here?
I think with how much they've struggled to run in between the tackles, you have to go to your intermediate passing game. And also, you said his name, you got to get the ball to Binyard in space. I think that would be a big difference maker here.
He's on the numbers in the bottom of your screen at receiver. Murphy looks for him to Binyard, completion. There goes Binyard. It's a foot race. Will he win it? And he's tripped up with the 20. Rub the crystal ball, Barkley Miller. Big play to Binyard once again for the black and gold. Cottle. Oh, he took it himself. Thought about the pass, but twirls it with the right hand.
I'm not kidding. I think he changed his mind midway through that motion. He was going to pass it, and I think, oh, you know, what the heck? I'm going to throw it up with the English. I don't think I've seen that before.
Well, he's shown a lot this year, the leading scorer for the Owls, as you and Natalie touched on. A big rise this year. Meanwhile, Mackey rises up. He's got 10 off the bench for Georgia State.
Step up. Taylor hasn't really had it so far today. Who's going to be able to step up? Maybe
Taylor says, I do have it today, Mr. Griffith.
What do I know? What do I know?
He only had one field goal in the first half, but now he's with 9 points here in the ballgame.
Yeah, it's huge for Georgia State to get him going.
Will Barkley, you just complimented the offensive line. Then they all had a false start there.
I've been bad about that today. They did a great job on that run and play before.
You see number 77 top of your screen. That is Fred Norman. They call him Big Fred. Biggest player in Furman history. 6'7", 342. Second time playing against KSU. He's on the 2021 SoCon champs ETSU. Huff dials a pass open. Man Ferguson down the right sideline. Puts on the Jets inside the 15 and takes a hard lick out of bounds with a 1st and goal for the Paladins. Close ball game here, under 4 to go. Nothing new for these squads. Kennesaw State, Simeon Cottle over the defending Big South champs in overtime to win it by 3. The sophomore rising over the Bulldogs. That was key for Kennesaw State. This play, number 2 on SportsCenter. Terrell Burden steals the inbounds. Everybody's seeing this. Whoop, open look on the step back. Beats the horn, and the Owls celebrate. They win again at the buzzer. Burden, the senior, he's got a multitude of points tonight, 24. That one put him over 20 points against FGCU. North Alabama on the other end, defeating in-state rival Jacksonville State. KJ Jefferson, the game-winning points. Lions win by 2 at home. Second time in his career, he has taken down an opponent at the horn. North Alabama, though, that's the only time they've won in one-possession ball games. They're 0-3 in overtime, including Coach Johnson, a loss to Elite 8 participant Kansas State.
What a ball game it's been so far. Later on today, everyone will have their eyes down on the SEC championship, right? Well, this is not the only Bama-Georgia connection of the day. Petway v. Hayes, this time from the coaching sidelines, but they squared off his players, Jordan. Here we go, right there. Boom. That's current defensive coordinator Brandon Fisher, Jeff Fisher's son. Says it's his favorite memory of being with Dad. He loved it then, but afterward it wasn't so great. Natalie, what happened?
Coach Fisher told us
earlier this week, Kennesaw State University was saddened to hear the loss of Art Ekman, who had an incredible broadcasting career and in that played a role in the birth of Kennesaw State football and served as its first sideline reporter. Our thoughts and prayers are with the Ekman family. And for more on an outstanding gentleman and an incredible broadcaster, we send it down to today's sideline reporter, Natalie Bodie. Burden surveys. It's to Cottle. Cottle. Ball game! He's hit! That's gonna do it! Joel Parker gives the Owls their first win of the season.